Hey, Dragon Slayers. So today's video is about the wild lie about wheat, part 3. The truth is that everything from cataracts in the eye to arthritis in the knees, from high triglyceride levels to high blood sugar levels, are largely caused by eating multiple daily servings of foods that contain wheat. It appears that eating wheat causes these problems just as quickly as, or even quicker than eating a jelly donut. You can easily find the few minerals and vitamins in wheat products. White bread is virtually devoid of nutrients. In other products, other healthier foods that have more acceptable glycemic indexes. Why do you think wheat is pushed as aggressively as it is by big food and the medical experts it funds? Big food, the huge corporations that profit from manufacturing and marketing food products, can make anything and everything from pizza crusts to cookies with inexpensive wheat flour. Given all the big government subsidies given to wheat producers, they can make it very, very cheaply, thus leading to increased profits. What a hugely profitable run Big Food has by marketing and selling wheat as a health food. It's a shame that wheat doesn't live up to all the hype. The wheat contained in all the food products on store shelves today is very different from the wheat our ancestors had. Today's wheat is a semi dwarf hybrid wheat that was started to be bred in the 1960s, and it's become the only type of wheat in products on today's grocery shelves. It has much higher gluten content than older varieties of wheat, such as corn. Many experts are increasingly finding that this hybrid wheat leads to increase in inflammation in both patients with documented celiac disease and normal patients who don't have this condition. The gluten and other proteins in today's hybrid wheat seems to contribute to gut inflammation and leakiness, both of which can lead to body-wide inflammation and possibly even autoimmune conditions such as hyperthyroidism and lupus. Dr. Berry has had several patients tell him of enjoying increased weight loss and mental clarity, among other benefits, after greatly decreasing wheat in their diets. Until further meaningful research explores these connections, it's best to minimize wheat in your diet altogether, even if you don't have celiac disease. Two good general rules are to avoid any product that comes from a factory in a cardboard box and to avoid all bread, crackers, and pasta. Dr. Berry knows some of you are feeling anguish at the very thought of eliminating these foods from your diet, almost as if you are addicted to them or something. Speaking of addiction, research has uncovered convincing evidence that wheat contains substances that particularly activate the opiate receptor in the brain, which causes activation of the pleasure centers and have addict potential or potential to be addictive. Several experts in the field consider substances in wheat food products to be habit forming, which could explain why we want to eat every 2 to 3 hours when we're trying to live on a low fat, whole grain diet. Many people find that they strongly crave these products a few days after they stop eating them. Many fail in their diet attempts to go back to eating as they did before, and go back to eating as they did before. We need to do further study on this subject, but it's quite possible that the craving you have for baked goods is an actual addiction. A newer drug being used to assist in weight loss is called naltrexone. I'm probably mispronouncing it. It works by blocking the pleasure receptors in the brain. It can prevent the food cravings and thus lead to weight loss. It takes 5 to 14 days to break the cravings associated with wheat after you stop eating it. After that, you can pretty much take it or leave it. Dr. Berry suggests that you leave it. He had many patients tell him that they felt tired and achy for 2 weeks after stopping grains. Many of them compare it to a time they tried to stop caffeine. However, once they passed the 2 week mark, They feel better both mentally and physically, and weight loss begins again. So that's what I've got for you guys today. Don't forget to like and subscribe because it really helps the channel out. And remember, guys, that together, you and I will slay the dreaded diabetes dragon.